Gotham City has always attracted a gallery of villains, each embodying a different element of fear or madness. But among them, Professor Pig stands apart not for chaos like the Joker, or for grand gestures like Riddler, but for a twisted surgical obsession with perfection. It's here, in the foggy alleyways on the city's south side, that Pig's story intersects with Batman's. Their confrontation isn't just another battle between good and evil, but a collision of opposing views on identity, transformation, and the very soul of Gotham. Professor Pig, born Laszlo Valentine, began as an accomplished scientist, brilliant but troubled. Over time, his mind fractured beneath the weight of his obsessions, a vision in which society could be made beautiful, purified if only he could reshape people to fit his twisted ideals. With his mask of Pig's visage, both comical and horrifying, he abandoned reason. Escalating from medical experiments to outright abduction, Pig started transforming people into his so-called Dolatrans. Stripped of individuality, their faces blank and expressionless, they were his attempt to impose order on Gotham's chaos. Batman, meanwhile, has always operated on a different philosophy. His crusade is defined by trauma, but also by painstaking self-control. Where Pig seeks to mutilate, Batman strives to save. Where Pig sees imperfection, Batman sees humanity worth defending. These ideologies don't just make them enemies, but direct opposites in every way that counts. In Gotham, every villain is a mirror for the Dark Knight, a reflection of his greatest fears, mistakes, or what he might become. Professor Pig is one of the darkest mirrors yet. The clash between Batman and Professor Pig isn't rooted in spectacle. There are no bombs planted in city squares, no puzzles broadcast over airwaves. Instead, it plays out in quiet terror. People going missing from neighborhoods that Gotham has forgotten. Hospitals fielding reports of bodies mutilated beyond recognition. Whispers of masked men and women appearing silently in the night. It's this insidiousness that draws Batman's attention. Tracking Pig isn't a matter of Batmobiles and rooftop chases, but of meticulous detective work piecing together medical supply thefts, hacking into abandoned surgical records, and following the grim trail of missing persons. Batman's skills as a detective are tested to their fullest, as he tries to predict Pig's next move. When Batman finally confronts Pig in one of his makeshift labs, a derelict operating theater lost in the maze of Gotham's industrial ruins, the true heart of their conflict is exposed. Batman bursts through the darkness, silent and implacable. Pig, surrounded by his Dolatrons, is a frantic conductor presiding over a grotesque orchestra. He taunts Batman, insisting that Gotham's sickness can only be cleansed by his corrections. To Pig, Batman represents the ultimate imperfectionist symbol of a city that refuses to change. But Batman knows that Pig's vision doesn't bring order. It erases individuality, erases hope. In a world governed by Professor Pig, there is no space for the redemption that Batman clings to so tightly. Their battle is brutal, claustrophobic Pig's tools. Twisted medical implements clash with Batman's discipline technique. As they fight, the Dolatrans move eerily, programmed to intervene. But Batman's refusal to harm them, knowing they are victims, makes the confrontation even harder. Pig fights not just physically, but psychologically. He tells Batman that his sense of purpose is a delusion, that Gotham itself is broken beyond repair. For a moment, it seems as though Pig has the upper hand, cornering Batman with a bone saw gleaming in the fluorescence of the makeshift operating room. But Batman's greatest strength is his determination, not brute force, but the will to rescue those in danger, to undo the damage Pig has wrought. With precision and restraint, Batman subdues Pig without crossing his own moral lines. Confrontation itself is only half the battle. For Pig's Dolatrans, the journey to recovery will be long and uncertain. Batman's victory is bittersweet. He has stopped the immediate threat, but the scars Pig has left, both literal and figurative, can't be erased so quickly. What makes Professor Pig a compelling adversary is not just his methods, but the questions he forces Batman and, by extension, Gotham, to confront. Is true order possible, or even desirable? Where is the line between saving and controlling? Each confrontation with Pig is a reminder to Batman that the line between heroism and obsession is perilously thin. In the wake of their battle, Batman lingers in the darkness above the city. Pig is behind bars, but his influence lingers. The trauma, the fear, the knowledge of just how quickly one man's quest for perfection can descend into horror. Yet, for all Gotham's flaws, Batman knows its imperfection is what gives it hope. And as long as nightmares like Professor Pig emerge from the shadows, the city will always need someone willing to confront the darkness without surrendering to it.